Nowadays, it's best to be alone and to hold your peace, man. To hold your peace. Ever since when I was younger, right? I don't know how I knew this. I just knew. But I was always quiet. I was always alone. And when you're alone, that's when God speaks to you the most, within your mind, within your thoughts. And when you're constantly alone, that's when you gain a whole bunch of knowledge, wisdom, because all you're doing is just observing. Like, God is all knowing because he sees all. He literally sees all. What he's doing, he's observing. So if you want to increase in knowledge, if you want to increase in wisdom, you simply shut up and you observe. It's just that simple. But when I was younger, I just looked everywhere. Everything was just like toxic when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. And it also seemed very, very pointless. It seemed very in vain for me, because I look at my older siblings. I look at these people. I look at my uncles, my aunties, my grandmas, and even other people in schools and stuff like that. And I see all these relationships, and it looks like it's lust driven. It looks lust driven. And I was like, it wasn't no point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't any point of the relationship at all. It's like you be dating for like 2, 3, 4 years just to break up. It's just a waste of time to me. And when I look everywhere, right, a lot of people, they use these relationships as a coping mechanism. Like, they're using it to like bring some type of fulfillment or some type of joy or purpose within themselves, or they'll use these relationships or these people around them to just be like codependent, just leaning on them or something like that. When all of y'all are leaning on the wrong thing. All y'all are codependent on the wrong thing. I have been single my whole entire life, and people look at me and don't believe it. They think I got all the girls and this and that. Like, no. I mean, yeah, I attract, but I'm rejecting because I don't have any interest right now, in particular. The only thing I'm focused on right now, especially as a young man, 19 years old, is just to build. Because as a man, you're meant to be able to provide. You're meant to be able to lead. If I'm not in a position, if I'm not strong enough to do that for a woman, why am I looking for a woman? Why am I wasting my time? You know what I'm saying? I want everything to be right. I want my mind to be on God and the woman to be on me. But how am I supposed to lead? How am I supposed to do what I'm supposed to do if I got my eyes on the woman? If I'm looking downward, I'm not supposed to be looking down. I'm supposed to be looking up, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have to build. I have to go up. I have to strive. I have to grind. I got to put my head down. And that's just the best thing to do. But a lot of people, they're very, very, like, quick to, like, rush into things. They don't know what building is. They don't know what taking your time is. And to be honest, a lot of people, it's like they don't know what it takes to just be alone. Like, if you're a person who knows how to be alone and just sit in solitude and have peace for themselves and just, you're doing a great thing. You're doing a wonderful thing, because a lot of people, they need everyone around them. They need relationships. They need all these things to cope with something and lean on to something. When really, you need to be alone so you can grow within yourself. And you can also unlearn certain things that needs to go, that is holding you back from doors that you can't even see. You can't even see it. But since you decide to waste your time and all these things and stuff like that, you're never gonna see those doors. You wouldn't even think of an opportunity of getting this or getting that, because you are too focused on lust. You're too focused on pointless things or short-term things instead of thinking of the longevity. And if you look now in all of society, it's all about the now. Fast food, give it to me now. Social media, shorts, quick gratification. when life is literally longevity. It's about building. It's about making mistakes, growing, adapting. You keep making mistakes, you keep falling, you keep doing this, but you keep getting back up. You don't quit. You just keep going. You know what I'm saying? And when you're alone, that is when you find to like just learn so much about yourself. When I was alone, right, I started to realize I had so much uncovered trauma that I put under the rug. I had so much pain. I had bad habits, whole bunch of bad habits. I had certain sins that I had to get clean from, whole bunch of type of shit. Like, I had to just cut it all off, bro. Had to just cut it all off. And now, I'm literally the most happiest, most joyful, most peaceful, most everything that is good of God. Like, everything, bro. Because when you are hanging around a lot of people who are not doing the right things, and they ain't got their mind on God, they ain't got their mind on doing the right things, they're not doers, they're not putting in the work, you're gonna be like that. But if you decide to just close off and just be alone and hang out with God and just make your circle smaller, you will see change. Your heart will start to get purified. You start to adapt to a whole nother person, and you actually get to find your true self. Most people in this world don't know their true selves. They just follow after this, they just follow after that, they just follow after trends, but they never actually have a mind of their own. They're not actually thinking of themselves. They just want validation from this person, this and that, you know? Like, even when I was in school, people, they intentionally get Jordans, getting shoes, all these clothes, just to get validation to others. Just to get validation. And me, on the other hand, right? I had these shoes. Where they at? I think they down here. I had these shoes, right? These just long. My feet is long. Don't check me. But these shoes, bro. And people, they different. It was. There ain't like no expensive shoes or anything. They're like Converse. They're like $100. So I got those shoes because I genuinely like it. I mess with them just heavy, you know? And then people, they see that. And they start to just hate on you. They just start to do this, they start to do that. But at the same time, they see that you did something different. They see that you're actually satisfied with it, that you find joy within that thing. And they start to realize, hey, he don't care. And you shouldn't care. Just be yourself. Find your true self. Find what you like to wear, what you like to do with yourself, like hobbies, stuff like that. There's so many skills and talents that we have in every single one of us, but we don't know it because we never spend time with ourselves alone, learning about ourselves, our own interests, our own hobbies, without caring about what somebody else has to say. And when you have a backbone and you actually like just be you, you are unique. That makes you you. You know what I'm saying? And that makes you attractive on a whole nother level, because you're not like a copy and paste type of person. You're not like everybody else. Like, I remember I was in school, everybody wearing the same clothes, bro. Everybody wearing the same stuff, bro. Everybody look copy and paste. They talk the same, they do the same stuff, just copy and paste. But when you decide to just like distance yourself from the world and all these things, that's when you start to become peculiar. You start to become different. And you actually find a whole new fulfillment within your soul. And you find so much joy into just doing the simplest things, because you constantly challenge yourself every single day to overcome yourself, and you get better as time goes on. And it feels satisfying. It's very satisfying, bro. Like, even like years ago when I was fighting against addictions of pornography and stuff like that, literally, it felt so satisfying to win. It felt so satisfying, bro. I'm like, yeah, I got the devil. Yeah, I'm on it. I finally won. All those times I failed, and I finally won, man. It feels good, bro. Like, when you're doing challenges and stuff like that, it feels so great. Imagine you having whole people, just a group of haters just going against you, just hating on you. But you finally reach over that ceiling and now they can't say anything. That's satisfying because it was challenging. They was hating on you. They was sowing seeds of doubt. But even though you were feeling weak and you feel like quitting, you didn't quit. You kept going. You kept striving. And that's all life is, really. And in due time, when you constantly face against challenges and stuff like that, and you begin to learn to love yourself and those around you, you're gonna find that right person. God's gonna lead you into that path, into that direction to find that right person. In any way, God speaks in like multiple ways. He can speak through a video, he can speak through anything. Shoot, sometimes some of y'all, if y'all got it like I do, he could just speak in your ear. He can just speak in your ear. Like, there's multiple ways he can like speak to you. And yeah, man, like being alone, being single is some of the best things that you can do if you learn how to do it and just accomplish that. Because I am like satisfied, even if I ain't got nobody right now. Like, I'm so satisfied. Like, I don't need this and that. I don't need all these things. Like, I always feel great. My energy at an all-time high. When I was stuck in them sins and I was farther away from God, bro, life felt like shit, man. Life felt like crap, bro. It really did feel like crap. But when you become strong, better, spiritually, physically, mentally, man, you feel good every day. You have no choice but to walk around with confidence. You have no choice but to feel good because you treating yourself good. You loving yourself. And be very, very watchful of who you let in your circle, who you're dating, and stuff like that. And of course, seek God first, and all these things shall be added onto you. Everything that you need shall be added onto you. There's literally no point of worrying or chasing after any of this stuff. There's no point. There's literally no point. So many people wasting so much time after this stuff while I'm chasing after dreams and goals. Even with this YouTube channel, even with other things that I'm not finna say that I'm working on behind closed doors. There's so many things that I'm working on, and I'll tell y'all once I accomplish my dream, of course, one day, which will happen because I seen it in a dream. Like, it's gonna happen eventually. And yeah, that's the way to live, man. Being alone, keeping your peace. Like, it really is the best way to live, for sure. Like, the way my energy is and how joyful I am, how at peace I am, I have people envying that. There's people out here that have more than me and they envy me because the spirit I carry. You can't buy the spirit. That's something just you work for. You can't buy that stuff. And yeah, man, that's it for the vid. God's good, all good, understood, you feel me? I'm out.